The whole family serves when there's someone in the military. And there are extra challenges that kids face that I think a lot of people might not be aware of.
2 million children in America are serving in the armed forces. They don't get recognized. They don't get paid. They didn't even sign up. They just have parents who are in the military. And like their mothers and fathers, they know the meaning of sacrifice.
My goal is to make sure that this generation of kids, that they know that they're not alone.
Rhonda Englander co-founded The Comfort Crew, a nonprofit dedicated to helping communities understand, nurture, and care for the needs of military kids.
We have several programs that support our military families. One of them is a USO-sponsored tour, and that tour has been around the world probably a couple of times now in the last 5 years, going into schools, talking to students.
Sarah Jane Arnett, the mother of 3 young boys, is married to an Army MP, currently on his 3rd deployment.
The presentation was a fun, interactive way for children to know that it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be happy. You can have this huge, wide range of emotions, and it's okay. For my oldest, the most responsible, that doesn't want to burden anybody else, it has changed him. I feel like he's more comfortable sharing his feelings, or comfortable saying, "Mom, can you listen to me? Can you come in here? Can you hold me? Can you work with me on my homework?" So he's more comfortable knowing that it's fine.
In addition to the tour, the Comfort Crew offers a series of kits to help children deal with deployments, reintegration, and even the loss of a parent. A deployment kit helped Sarah Jane and her boys through an especially low time when her husband was deployed to Afghanistan.
I was just at my wit's end, and I just happened to ask one of the ladies at the front desk if they had a kit. I needed help. Sat in the chair in the waiting room and had myself a little pity party for one. And lo and behold, they came out and they found one. It offers a DVD, it's an interactive DVD, a caregiver booklet, a teddy bear, and they gave it to my middle son, and I sat there and just cried, because it's the kindness, it comes from a great place, and it's there to help our children when we're not strong enough to be the ones that they go to.
We're just also privileged to be able to serve our military families. It's a real honor.
It all comes from a very personal place for them, because one of the founders is a military child, and she lost her dad in the Vietnam War.
My dad, Rocky, he flew medevac missions for the 101st Airborne Division. Unfortunately, he died in the line of duty. He served in Vietnam, and so no one really talked about Vietnam when I was growing up. And I truly thought that I was the only kid who lost a parent in Vietnam. I really did. And it was really lonely. This is the memory box. So we provide this to families when there's a loss of a loved one. This is my personal one. It's intended to be a safe place to store, important items to remember your family member. I really didn't talk about my dad or his service. Growing up, just wasn't talked about in my house. And so I didn't really grieve for my dad until I started working on this project. As a result of that, I've learned that he can be a part of my life. We've been doing this now for getting close to 10 years. We're a small nonprofit, so we operate at the generosity of the general public on donations. Right now, the requests for our resources from families is outpacing our donations.
Keep them in your prayers. Just say, "I'm praying for you, you're in my thoughts."
Well, we are really honored and truly humbled when families request our resource and then we hear back from them. I'd like to read one from a little girl who sent us an email. "You spoke at my school when I got the With You All the Way movie box in that journal. My dad was gone 3 times, and I felt like he didn't know us. He didn't know his family.
I sometimes got so sad it hurt inside, and I was depressed. But it feels like he's not my same dad. But I promise, your movie helped a lot. I wrote my ideas down in my journal, and my dad read it, and you know what? He cried. And when he cried, I knew that he cared, and I felt a lot better to know that he got his feelings back, and I got my dad back."